Resilience is defined as the ability to recoil or spring back into shape after bending or being compressed. It is deemed to be a paragon when in reality, it was the opposite for me. One can gain so much from the obstacles in life. Pushing through hardships can result in endless rewards. I am currently obtaining help from AVID, which has given me fundamental tools for future challenges and success, which I will forever be grateful and fond of my heart. The obstacles have affected me different because I am different. Who am I? I am Nikki Enriquez Gonzalez. As a firstborn here in the United States of my family, I struggled to learn the native language here. As a little kindergartner, I had a folder of assignments about this thick. I would have to sit out on recess to finish my assignments, although I was clueless on how to do them. I would look up and around and observe the other classes line up and head out to recess. I wish I was amongst my class when they would walk away and say, "Bye, Nikki." I sat there and I observed the boy that sat next to me finish and head out to recess. I wish I was able to finish like him. My lack of proficiency in English resulted in special parent-teacher conferences to discuss being held back a school year until 3rd grade. This was because I was not exposed to English until school. This is why English is vital to the education and opportunities I can seize. As a young Hispanic woman who loves her culture, I fit in seamlessly with society's role for women in the context that I can cook, clean, and do household work. But it does not limit me to those roles or duties. It is a part of me that has allowed me to construct a robust foundation for independence. AVID has guided me through unknown areas where I, as a first-generation student, would have entered completely blind. AVID is a holding hand that has guided me through uncertainties and tragedies. 3 years ago, my grandma's health declined more than usual. Usual was strange for our family since my grandma suffered from stage 4 terminal lung cancer for 9 years. At 13, when I was old and responsible enough, I would accompany my grandma to translate her appointments with my grandpa. I love my grandparents the most, regardless the sensation of being terrified and nervous. Every 3 months is my least favorite memory. Every night, I would pray to God for him to cure my grandma or to make her cancer less invasive so she could do basic tasks. I knew the side effects of her chemo pills was fatigue. Sadly, there was nothing one could do because once she stopped taking her medications, she would physically feel better, but still cancer would expand, something we had found out in such an unpleasant way. We arrived on an empty stomach for the CAT scan. Then we would eat in the hospital after the CAT scan and wait 4 hours for the results and the doctor's consult. That day, I will never forget, nor will I forget the other days, but this one truly broke my heart and continues to break my heart. My dear grandmother was so content to hear her results. She looked stunning, awaiting the excellent news that her cancer had decreased, since she felt wonderful. Unfortunately, once the doctor said the results whipped my grandma's soft smile away. The shine in her eyes that was full of faith turned into tears. A strong woman is what she was. A hug was all I could offer her right there. 2 rivers rolled down my face. Only one of many heartbreaking appointments. The most significant heartbreak was yet to happen. Mama Tere's passing had arrived. Here is where everything gradually started to lose interest in me. I attended the next school day after my grandma's passing to distract myself from my despair. A simple question my AVID teacher, Ms. Zimmelman, asked, "How are you today, Nikki?" Impacted me tremendously. I responded by shaking my head from one side to another to unstoppable streams of water down my face. A hug was what she offered me, something so simple and sincere that I desperately needed. Here, more than ever, AVID and my school helped me become resilient. When I believed I could not continue, they did. Not only was this helpful mentally, but academically. My AVID teacher propelled me, and I gradually became motivated again. A fundamental truth that I knew but was reminded of is that the world does not stop spinning. Even in the most tragic moments, one should walk through life's challenges. If it were not for AVID, I would have not thrived and flourished, nor be the person I am today. The person I am today is entirely different from who I was. I discussed my story in a public event before Senator Jerry Moran, where I worked a full-time summer factory job and managed to attend a trio upward-bound summer institution. Shortly after giving my story, I was interviewed for KVEO and featured on the radio and an article too. My work ethic grew plenty, and so did my determination. If I were not determined, it would have not been possible. I earned these skills after being resilient through my most major challenge with the help of AVID and my school counselor, Ms. Peraza. I am still growing, but the most critical tools stuck to me in my crisis will lead me to success and future obstacles where my AVID teacher held me. One of my AVID teachers is here, and I would like to point her out. Ms. Canu, could you please stand? Uniqueness is what obstacles formed in me. If I were to tell the younger me that I am giving a speech in front of thousands of educators in English, I would never believe myself. Yet here I am. I am deciding whether I want to become a doctor, lawyer, or a social caseworker, with dreams of living in Chicago. My family is here, and I would like to share some words with them. Primero quiero agradecerle a Dios por esta oportunidad y mandarle un fuerte abrazo y un te amo muchísimo, mi madre linda que estás en el cielo. Y decirle muchas gracias a mi familia por todo su apoyo y amor que me han dado. Los amo mucho, 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 mucho. Y un saludo. Y también a mi familia que está en Kansas o donde sea, y también los amo mucho. Y gracias a todos que me han apoyado con su amor y cariño y palabras. I am a high school graduate taking summer college classes, and in the future, I will be a first-generation university graduate. Tools to navigate the future are earned when we continue through the challenges with AVID along my side. Lifetime advice and tools one can trace back to AVID. Victory with resilience will always be honored and acknowledged. Thank you, AVID.